welcome to my review for 2 AM, The Smiling Man. So, before I get to reviewing this film, as you guys know, or anybody watching this video, I did make a video called The New Look, a big update, where I basically mentioned I was going to do a secret type of series. I didn't say what type of series it was in the update, because if I did, somebody would have stole it. But just to make this quick and wrap this part of the video up, I don't want to touch on this too much because this is a fucking review of a film. This is what I'm basically doing. I'm going to be reviewing creepypasta films. I'm going to be reviewing just films in general on YouTube, but mainly creepypasta films because it's not consistently done on YouTube and it's not popular. It's not really talked about on channels, and I want to do that. I want to do it because I do enjoy watching these films on YouTube, and I do enjoy creepypasta fan films. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. That was a secret series idea, and that's what we're going to be doing. So there you go. So 2 AM, The Smiling Man. 2 AM, The Smiling Man is a creepypasta fan film based on the creepypasta story, The Smiling Man. The Smiling Man creepypasta was a pretty good story. I really enjoyed it. Now, the film does adapt really good, but the huge difference here is that the creepypasta, The Smiling Man story, it's a lot longer and it's a lot more drawn out compared to the film, which is to be expected because depending on how a person wants to adapt from the books and the comics and the story, you know, it's just how somebody envisions it. Like, you know, not every movie or TV show that adapts from a comic or a book is going to be the same exact thing. Maybe some stuff will be shorter, maybe some stuff will be cut out. It is to be expected. You know, we've seen plenty of that where certain stuff in the books is not included in a TV show, or that stuff is included but maybe it's not as in depth or whatever like that. So I just wanted to touch on that. Good creepypasta, I enjoyed it. But 2 AM, The Smiling Man film. So the plot of this film is basically you have a person, our main character, a male, who walks out in the middle of the night at 2 AM. He's going for a nice stroll, so to say, on the sidewalk, just having a nice walk. And he encounters a weird man who is the Smiling Man in this film. And he encounters this weird guy, and he doesn't know what to think of him. He doesn't know if he's crazy or if he's just drunk or whatever. Because when he first sees him, he sort of gives a laughy type of like smiley face because he doesn't really know what to think of this Smiling Man person. Because this Smiling Man person is pretty weird. It's a guy in a suit who walks very weird and has his fucking eyes looking up at the sky while he's moving, and he just moves very weird, and he's like the only person out at night in the sidewalk besides him. So the main character doesn't really know what to think of him. So basically in this film, what you're gonna get is a guy encountering a weirdo at night and trying to avoid him, but ends up having to outrun him, and a bad thing happens at the end, so to say. So in this film, you see the main character trying to avoid him, and then he has to outrun him. And then when he outruns this Smiling Man person, he catches his breath at the end because he thinks he got away from him. And he later finds out that when he gets up, he catches his breath, he turns to the left, and he sees the Smiling Man right in his face, smiling. And the music gets really chilling and just loud, so you can tell that it cut right there. The music got really loud. The Smiling Man guy was in his face, and the music got really loud, and it cut right there, so you could tell the main character was done for. You could tell the Smiling Man was going to kill this guy. So I really did like the ending. It was really good. Some of my favorite scenes in this film were when he went to the other part of the sidewalk, when the main character went to the other part of the sidewalk, the Smiling Man guy walked up to the main character in sort of a T-Rex zombie type of walk. It was weird. I really like that scene where the Smiling Man is slowly creeping up on him, walking up on him, and the main character's just sitting there frozen. I really like that scene. It's really scary, it's really tense, and I like the music behind it because you think, oh shit, it's over for this guy. And then my other favorite scene is when the Smiling Man gets up close to him, and then he just turns around and walks away, and the main character thinks it's over. And the main character turns around and he sort of thinks it's over. He's like, oh, he sort of gives a sigh of relief or something like that. So he turns around and starts to walk, and then he hears a bunch of footsteps, and when he looks behind his shoulder, the Smiling Man is running after the main character. So the main character starts running, and it's a really good scene. I like the tension in the scene. This is near the end of the film, but this is another favorite scene of mine. I like this scene a lot because it's really cool seeing the main character having to outrun this crazy Smiling Man, and the music behind this scene was really good as well. So This film has great quality, great soundtrack, great music, a great location in the middle of the night on a sidewalk mixed with a street. I like the location, I like the quality. They picked some pretty good actors. I do have a gripe with this film, and that is I feel like the actor for the Smiling Man could have been a lot better. The music, the location, and what they do with the film makes him scary, but the Smiling Man guy himself isn't really scary or intimidating. He's just a guy in a suit he's just a tall guy in a suit with kind of long hair, and it's not really that scary. But the music and the way they do it kind of makes him scary and kind of makes the situation tense. So that's my only gripe with the film. So overall, I give the Smiling Man, the 2 a.m. The Smiling Man fan film, a 9 out of 10. It's a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was really scary. Like I said, it wasn't the scariest thing ever, but it was a really fun, short horror film to watch. I really like the idea of a guy encountering a weirdo out in the middle of the night and having to outrun him, not knowing what type of guy this is, who he's dealing with. So it was a good film. I would have gave it a 10 if the Smiling Man character was a little bit more scary. If they would have chose a better actor for the Smiling Man character, or made him look more scary and intimidating, this would have easily got a 10. But I had to give it a 9 because of that. So my only issue with this film is that the Smiling Man character could have been more scary and more intimidating. But overall, it gets a 9 from me. It's a good film. It's got a great soundtrack, great tension, great scenes, and it's got really good location. I like it a lot. It's a really fun horror movie. You know, I like horror, so it's a lot of fun to watch this film. And you know, what makes this film even more scary is if you try to put yourself in this position, if you put yourself in this guy's shoes. So I'll leave a link down below to 2 a.m. The Smiling Man film below. Go watch it. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know how you felt about the film. And that's it. One more thing. Let me know how my reviewing skills are. That's what I want to ask all of you is, how are my reviewing skills? I want to do more reviews of fan films and maybe movie reviews. So please let me know how my reviewing skills are, and if I need to increase them or if I'm doing okay. Let me know. Give me criticism on my reviewing skills, because I would love to hear feedback on that. That's all I got to say about this film. That's it.